Hey there, boys and girls. Today I'll be doing Scorn of Tiamat with Aurora Fryevia. We need to beat him with Limit Burst, evoke an Esper, beat him within 25 turns. Be taking Sinzar's Aurora Fryevia with us. As far as our Espers go, they're just here for the resistance they provide when they're equipped, because we're going to get a resist bust from our tanks this time. Warrior Light's going to be giving us Dark Resist, and he's got dual cast on in case he needs to heal. He probably won't. Cecil is going to be giving us Fire Resist, and he's going to be magic tanking. Your magic tank needs Fire, Ice, Lightning, Wind, and Dark Resist. I put the 109% Fire Resist and 130% Dark Resist tip up there. That's a general guideline to go to, like all of your units. We can use Myra's Imperil though to kind of remove those. Fid's going to be our breaker for this one. It's been a while since I used Fid, so I figured we'd break her out and use her for a little bit. Like I said, Myra gives you hit point regen. She can remove the Imperils. She gives you stat buffs. Does a whole lot of stuff. Regen, I feel like, is one of the most important things on this trial. This is my Aurora Fryevia. 110% Fire Resist, 80% Dark Resist. Sinzar geared up really well. As always, 100% Fire Resist. He's got some Dragon Killer on. He's got good defensive stats. The best thing about Sinzar, he always sets his units up so they don't die. Really, really nice. So Tiamat's got his preemptive buff, his stat buff and the Mirage and all that annoying stuff. We might be able to remove it. We'll try our best. We'll hit the boss a little bit. We'll do Vanguard Glaive. That hits twice. Saint's Ward. Let's see here. Cecil is going to do Magic Cover. And where is your resist buff? Light Wall. We're going to get Fid to give us a High Tide buff. And break the boss. Myra is going to give us an intro, and let's do Roaring Crowd. That's going to give us some damage reduction, and then Fryevia is going to power up with Gift of Daylight, Radiant Might. We'll just send all this off at once. The Mirage is 5 stacks, so if we can hit the boss 5 times, we're going to be good to go on that. We'll see how it plays out for us. So he's going to have some single target attacks that are going to go to our units, then he's going to have some unprovocable attacks that are going to go to other units. Apparently he really likes Cecil. Cecil looks like it's in that dragon's mouth as well. And there's the AoE Dark. Alright. Let's have Warrior Light use his Limit Burst. Let's have Cecil use his Limit Burst for the general mitigation. Myra can do Interlude. That's going to cure the poison. And let's do a hit single. Take care of the majority of that. Let's go power up our Fryevia. Triple cast Radiance, Luster, Brilliance. Radiance, Luster, Brilliance. Go ahead and send this off. See if we can get Fid's Limit Burst filled up. Nice. Go ahead and put this on the boss. Just a little bit bigger of a break. As you can see, that regen from Myra really helps out. We've got Warrior Light's defense buff, which is important for trying to mitigate as much as that fixed AoE attack. Super handy. Alrighty, let's get into doing some chaining. Triple flash, Brilliance. Go ahead and send that off. We got Myra's Limit Burst, which is nice. We'll go ahead and fire that off. Let's get Fid to heal us up just a little bit. Get that High Tide buff back. And the Beach Parasol. I think with Cecil, just do Resist buff and Magic Cover. And we'll just get Warrior Light to do... I think he's got something that activates a barrier. Yeah, Guardian's... what is it? Guardian's Wall of Light. I love the flavor text for all of his stuff. And we'll do his resist buff. There's some more Venomous Fangs. Goes on Fid this time. There's the Dark. The boss dispels your provoke tank every now and again. That's why Warrior Light took some damage right there. It's his, I believe, his roar attack. Go ahead and chain a little bit more. Okay, we pushed the threshold right there. We're gonna save Warrior Light's Limit Burst. Let's have him. Where's the thing? Oh my gosh, I clicked on the buttons. Warrior Light can cure our elements. Light's Remedy. Let's do that. And then with Myra, let's do a main verse and an album cover. We should be pretty good on mitigation. 3 turns. Important, don't let your mitigations drop off. I know it's kind of like a rookie thing to say, but it happens. Check our breaks. 2 turns on that. Looking good there. I'm not really interested in unlocking Fid's good breaks, so we'll just go back with the Water Fight and the Beach Parasol. And then Cecil can do his resist and his cover. So we pushed the 80% threshold. The boss is going to do like his normal stuff. Then you'll see a red circle. That tells you that he's going to do the fire nuke next turn. Right there. That lets you know you're in for it. Go ahead and break with lid. I think we're ready to rebuff with Aurora Fryevia. We'll do Gift of Daylight and First Light. Gift of Daylight and First Light. We're good on resist with Cecil. I want to go ahead and pop his limit burst so we keep our mitigation. Our magic cover is going to get dispelled at the end of this turn, so it's kind of irrelevant. And then Warrior Light can just get his resist buff up. We'll send this off. See if we can get Myra's limit burst here. This will remove the imperil, kind of make the turn a little bit easier to deal with. Oh, he did the roar. That means he's it's fine. That's why we put the resist buffs up. Here comes the Inferno Blast. Echo is where he removes your magic cover. So we got to make sure to put our resist buffs back up and our magic cover back up. We'll get Warrior Light to put his resist back up because we're going to be expecting some dark attacks this turn. Let's get Fid to heal us up, give us a LB fill. And we got our Power Fryevia back up. Radiance, Luster, Brilliance. Luster, Brilliance. Go ahead and send that off. Let's see what we can do with Myra here. Let's do an intro. And we did our limit burst last turn. I don't think he dispels your regions. Just double check. We don't have a region, we need a region. Yeah, we need a region buff. Gradually restore his hit points, so we're good there. Alright. Let's do an intro and an album cover. Almost pushed. Well, no, we thresholds are 20% on this guy. I was thinking, most bosses have like a 50% threshold. There's the dark. That lets you know that you're getting ready to take the fire nuke this round, so make sure you got your fire resist buffs up. Let's get Myra to do interlude. That'll take care of that poison. And I want to do a hit single because I don't want those damn resist buffs falling off, or hit point region buffs falling off. Go ahead and do Brilliance. How's our breaks looking? 2 turns. Mirage is coming up on our next turn. I really, I'm not really worried about it. I'm not going to try to dispel Mirage. I'm not going to be cute right here. We'll just chain this off. Make sure we got our fire resist buff. Yep, we got our fire resist buff. We got our dark resist buff. I want to do Warrior Light's limit burst here. Hopefully it don't break my chain. Oh, I broke my chain. I'm such a baddie. Let's go ahead and get Cecil's limit burst. I just want to maintain that general mitigation. I know I'm overlapping the buffs a little bit more than I typically do on this fight, but maintaining that region, you got the poisons, you got the damage over times to deal with. It's a lot to kind of take in, and I want to make sure like I mitigate as much as possible on this fight. So I would rather overlap than not have them. Here's the Inferno Blast. We triggered a couple of them, no big deal there. Engulfed in Wind means he's going to have the Mirage up. That's fine to me. Make sure triple Brilliance. This will take it off. There we go. Alright, let's get our resist buff and our magic cover back up with Cecil. Warrior Light can do his resist buff well. I really need to get in a better habit. Let's activate a barrier. It's late. I had a hard time conceptualizing teams for this boss. The boss isn't tough, it just hits fucking hard. You know, it's one of those guys. The main verse. I did Region the last turn, so we can do, I guess, just the album cover. I'm trying to prevent this poison. It isn't working out too good for me. Let's get Fid to give us a LB fill and a Beach Parasol. Biggest takeaways I can tell you guys on this fight is just make sure that you know, you don't let your magic cover drop off, and don't let your hit point regions drop off. That just makes things unnecessarily complicating. Oh, poor Warrior Light. Might even behoove me to put like a re-raise on him. Okay, we gotta repower up Fryevia. We'll do Gift of Daylight and First Light. Let's see, how's your wind resist, light resist? Yeah, we need to get some buffs on him. Alright, send this off. We got 2 turns on our breaks, which is nice. Let's go ahead and pop Myra's Limit Burst here. And then I want to get Fid to heal us up. We'll do a Water Fight and a Beach Parasol. Let's see here. We got 3 turns of mitigation. I'll go ahead and do, well, I don't know. We got to rebuff Warrior Light. Do a Light Wall. Paladin's Protection. And Warrior Light can give us a... I swear, these buttons, just so hard to hit. It's like when it gets late at night, buttons are just so tough. This region should kick in and help Warrior Light out right here. I'm hoping. Yeah, there we go. He's in good shape now. Yeah, we physical, that hurts. Would have been nice to have Warrior Light's limit burst on that turn to help mitigate some of that, but we survived pretty easy. Alrighty, let's power up our Fryevias. Radiance, Luster, Brilliance. Radiance, Luster, Brilliance. Let's go ahead and break the boss. Let's go ahead and use the Limit Burst. Let's just fucking use all the Limit Bursts in the game. Let's get Myra to do Myra things. Do an intro and a hit single. Ain't gonna break my chain this time. You won't fool me again, Warrior Light. Our final threshold is 20%. Probably get it next turn. When he goes below 50%, he does some of his attacks like 2 times. That's the difference in above 50, under 50. But like I said, as long as you're maintaining the things you need to maintain, you should be just fine. Alright, Myra. I could do a Limit Burst here. We'll do it next turn. Let's do an interlude. That'll take care of the poison. I keep coming back to this album cover like it's going to do something for me, but it isn't. I probably don't have poison resistance on a lot of my units. I didn't really think about it with this team. Let's go ahead and do a triple Brilliance. Go ahead and send that off. Let's get Cecil to do resist and a magic cover. Let's get Warrior Light to do a barrier and his resist buff. Let's give it a second. There's the final threshold. Might be able to kill him next turn. Let's do a water fight and the beach parasol. They have 2 turns. Yeah, we're good on our breaks. There's Aurora. It's going to dispel Warrior Light's resist buffs. AoE physical, or fixed. AoE fixed attack. Fire magic is being concentrated. Now we're in a particular situation here because I believe I could probably kill him this turn. Let's go ahead and reload that. We'll get Warrior Light's Limit Burst ready. Worst case scenario is we can put up a fire resist buff with Myra, and then next turn we can entrust him. And then he can do his finish with LB on that turn. Go ahead and send this off. We'll send Warrior Light off. Oh, we need to summon an Esper. Esper! Got it! I about forgot. There's Lakshmi. Lakshmi's hooking us up. Those big bomb hills. There you go. 12 turns on a non-limited unit clear. I like that clear quite a bit. I know I reused like Warrior Light on that clear. I mean, he's just like so handy for this fight. I tried some experiments with using like Galoof and Awakened Rain. It didn't really work out for me. Sometimes I could get the clears in, sometimes I couldn't. And I don't like uploading clears that I don't feel like people could replicate. So I kind of scrapped that and I went with this clear right here. So hopefully, you know, if you don't have Wulong, maybe this clear will help you out. There's lots of units that can kind of get their own Imperil and do this, like Aurora Fryevia. Like I said, you got 25 turns, plenty of time to get this fight done. So hopefully this video helps you out. Hope you guys like it. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.